Hey everyone, it's Job. I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to create a journal spread that has way less collage elements and more artsy doodly things. So before we get started, here is today's community shoutout. Before we get started, here's this week's community creator. Tag your creations on Instagram using @jobsjournal and the hashtag jobsjournal so I can share your lovely work with the rest of our awesome community. Okay, let's get journaling. Cue dramatic zoom. I'm zooming in because we're going to do a lot of illustrations and drawings and doodles today because, like I said earlier, I kind of wanted to stray away from a collage heavy spread today because I wanted to show something a little bit different and kind of just change it up for a bit. And I kind of goofed and realized that I wasn't filming the pencil sketching part of this video, but you didn't miss much because, as you can see, the pencil sketches are super light and you can barely see it. But I went for this little landscape because that's something that I don't really draw often. I've done a few of these on my channel actually, where I do like these mountains or like a very simple landscape with this kind of, I don't know what type of style this is, but I like it. I like it with the very graphic lines. And I basically make these landscapes so I can add these clouds that I love to draw. I actually hate how the house turned out, but that's all right. I tried to draw bushes, but it's a little bit wonky, but that's all right. But I love how the clouds turned out. I think I enjoy drawing these landscapes because of the clouds. And as you can see, I'm still using my Posca paint marker. It's still my favorite art supply as of late. I'm slowly running out of ink, but I still haven't bit the bullet in terms of purchasing a set of, I think, 10. They're kind of pricey, actually. I purchased these a long time ago when I was doing chalkboards for people, and I mistakenly thought these were chalkboard markers, which they're not. But I'm glad I still have, I think I have one more of these before I run out. But I highly recommend this if you want a better alternative to a white gel pen, because this is actual paint and it comes on so opaque. Like, you can see that I barely edited this footage to make it more contrasty, but you can still see the distinct white lines. But yeah, this illustration or doodly page is supposed to kind of be like a sketchbook page. I wanted to be more free and kind of just go for what I was feeling that day. And as you know, I love a good leaf illustration or leaf doodle. I draw these all the time. You've seen them in multiple journal with me's, but I feel like I have a little bit more of a distinct way of drawing them that I like, which is reassuring because I'm feeling a little bit lost in terms of like art style and stuff, because I don't know, I've always been, I consider myself, I don't know, I'm getting so tongue-tied. I consider myself more of like a journaler in terms of like collaging and stuff. Like, I don't really count myself as like an illustrator or like a drawer. Is that a word? But so I feel a little bit insecure about like posting drawings and drawing in my journal because I consider myself as just someone who journals and writes more in my journal, and I am documenting memories. But lately I've been like really into the drawing aspect of things and like adding my own elements because I like to collage with other people's elements, whether it's through stickers and papers and whatnot. But I've been really liking drawing more and incorporating my own stuff into my journal spreads. But basically, I wanted to stop with the doodling because that girl that I ended up drawing looked so bad. I'm glad that the camera kind of ran out of battery there, because you'll see it in a little bit later, but my pencil sketch looked alright, but my drawing of that girl who's looking up to the sky is a little bit janky, so we'll revisit that later. But I wanted to paint this paper and prep it so it can dry properly, and I am using gouache. Thank goodness. I made a mistake in the last video where I used watercolor to try to get some opaque colors, and I realized that I still have gouache, so I ended up making and painting this little background for later, and I took inspiration from this little plant pot that I had, and I think this turned out awesome. I like the colors that I used. This is totally my color scheme. And I cut this into like a little bit of a curved rectangle, or like an arch, right? It's arch. I think I'm getting confused because architect and arch, you don't say architect. I don't know what I'm saying. I just got a little bit confused there, folks. I'm sorry. But as you can see, I pulled this inspiration from this coffee shop that I saw. I was looking at their Instagram, and it's a coffee shop in northern BC. It's in Kelowna. And it's called Bright Jenny, and their packaging features this little, oh my gosh, I'm gonna say it, arch. I don't know why this word makes me want to laugh now. I think it's when you say something too much, it just sounds odd now. It's arch. It sounds weird. Okay, so I am using this arch that was inspired by the Bright Jenny coffee packaging, and I'm gonna do my journaling here. And I thought I would follow suit and kind of make it look like packaging. So I drew this little illustration of like a lemon on a sprig or like a branch, and I don't know, it just looks like some sort of like very millennial packaging to some lemonade, which I'm loving. I would totally support this lemonade business or lemonade company if they had packaging with like my 3 favorite colors of beige, orange, and baby pink. But I absolutely love how this turned out. I'm going to be incorporating more of these, oh shoot, arches, these like arched paper, I don't know, insets? I don't know what we would call these. It's just like a place to journal, but I really like how graphic this is. This kind of doesn't look collagey at all, but also has that same minimal feel that I'm liking. And I've only ended up using one piece of washi tape, and I think I used a grid washi tape from my recent Amazon purchase. I purchased a whole bunch of grid washi tapes because I realized that I was running low in terms of supplies, because I purchased a whole bunch of washi tapes when I was in Korea, and then a lot of those grid washies are now on their last leg, which kind of makes me really sad because it's like an end of an era. But I'm excited to use these new grid washi tapes. But as you can see, like that girl that is looking up, I tried to do this shadow thing on her neck, and I tried to use the same lines that I used on the shadows for the mountain, or like the snow for the mountain, but it just looked odd. It looks like she's wearing a neck brace and looking up with these dead looking eyes, but it's all right because I scripted out or like did some lettering, and it just says I'm trying, because we're all trying. And honestly, that's like the best part of this spread, because I tried something new and some things worked and some things didn't. As you can see in this closer look, I love how the left hand side of the spread turned out, and I also really kind of liked the illustration-y white and black doodle side of this spread also. I just didn't like how that girl turned out, but there's many other aspects in this journal spread that I really liked. If you end up trying this like arch thing, let me know, because I'm really obsessed with it. I can't wait to incorporate more of these kind of like graphic design elements into my journal. And yeah, I love this color spread. Color scheme. Oh my gosh, Joe, I'm so tongue-tied. I should probably eat lunch. Okay, I will see you all next time, everyone. Take care, eat lots of good food, wear a mask. I love you guys. Bye, everyone.